What is going on, everyone? So let's take a look at CCIV, aka Churchill Capital, aka Lucid Motors. So earlier I made a video about it around the $25 mark, and the market has decided to continue to downtrend and not look very bullish for us. So pretty much every company today has been taking a beating, and even CCIV happens to be one of them. Now, at least when I'm filming the video, the price is around $21.80-ish. And if I were to zoom in, we can see a green candlestick starting to form. But I feel like it's still too early to make any predictions, because if the market continues to downtrend and we don't see any recovery anytime soon, then CCIV could continue. I mean, we do have some major support here around the 17 plus mark here. And usually it's not very common for SPACs to fall below the $10 mark. Again, you can do your own research and check out some that have, but usually that's not something that's really common. But I mean, the worst case right now, if we're looking at this, at the current price point, let's just pretend it's at 21 plus, $10-ish range, that's, a little more than a 50% loss, right? So if I see CCIV, for instance, and this video is just for entertainment purposes only. This is not financial advice. Make sure to do your research before making any investments. But if I start to see CCIV fall below 17 and even continue closer to 15-ish, $10 mark, I'd say the upside in terms of your risk, there's more upside because it's not going to really go much farther, at least I think, in my own opinion. And at that point, it would just be a long-term hold versus thinking about, swing trading this or day trading it. Because if you look at it, CCIV, obviously, they are planning to take over the luxury EV market. And I mean, currently, if you check out the market cap, it says pretty much 5+ bill. And definitely there's some pros and cons, right? So the pros are definitely that the market is high growth. There's only really one big player right now, at least in America, which we would say Tesla, right? Now, obviously, you can look at China. There's NIO, there's XPeng, LI Auto, you name it. But in America, it seems like Tesla is right now the biggest player. There's Ford, obviously. There's other companies that are creating their own EVs. But in terms of just focusing on it, Lucid Motors right now seems to be one of the only few that are taking it seriously, at least for the public eye, right? Now, in terms of that upside, if the market were to continue to correct, for instance, and we could see sub 15 plus, or even like closer to $10 price points, that's just for the next few months, assuming one thing that's very, very important to consider is assuming Lucid can actually produce a quality vehicle. So like if I bring up this article right here, this is about the Motley Fool, right? They posted this the 3rd, so this was pretty much 2 days before the market decided to take more of a dip. And they say why it's time to go in all these 3 revolutionary stock. Now again, be super careful, because right now a lot of people did get in at the high, like the high points, and they're currently just having to hold on right now. So obviously that's unfortunate, but for people looking for an entry point, but right now here they just give a quick summary on Lucid Motors. So if you've been following my videos or you just know about CCIV and Lucid Motors, you know they're creating a premium luxury vehicle EV car. So essentially starting points sub pretty much above 70K. And right now they have a range of 500 plus miles, right? And apparently it's really, really fast. They say here 2.5 seconds to go from 0 to 60. And then they have the 20-minute charge time, which is a little bit faster. If you did the calculations I did on my other video, it's about 1.33 miles faster per minute in terms of charging speed versus Tesla. And then the mile range, at least today, it's almost 100 plus farther than current Teslas right now. I think there is a Tesla that is coming out soon that has a 500 plus mile range, but at least from their Lucid's projections, that's what their current stats are, right? Now they state, again, there's other videos talking about like delays and things, but supposedly they're supposed to start delivering vehicles by within 2021. Hopefully, right? That's a huge catalyst, right? They have to deliver quality vehicles. If that doesn't happen, CCIV, it's not going to look good. But assuming they can do it, right? They built the factory, if you saw in Arizona. It seems like they're building cars based off the videos. So hopefully these are legit quality cars and they're not, just like for show. But basically around that time, that seems to be when I think CCIV will start to see some traction. But until then, I mean, right now, we kind of have to just wait, right? So like, here at the current price point, there's not much I can really tell you because they technically haven't really built anything yet. they still have to produce and deliver the vehicles, and then two, people actually have to purchase it. Because at least to my knowledge, based off their presentation deck, it's about 7,500 vehicles reserved. And comparing that to like Tesla's Cybertruck, it had over 200,000 reserves. So Tesla's Cybertruck had like $8 billion of potential sales versus if you did Lucid Motors, I believe it's like 650, give or take, depending on how you price it. But in terms of million, and that's just Reservation. So until they actually start producing, there's not much I can say on in terms of Lucid Motors. But at least looking at the current price point, right? I would say that if it goes between this range, like that looks very, very interesting to me. Again, that's just my own opinion. It could continue to fall at 10 and just never move, which is a high possibility. Again, that's assuming that they actually produce vehicles, right? But in terms of a entry point, it seems like within this range seems fairly safe with your risk. It's your risk to reward ratio, it's very minimum, right? Now, yeah, you could lose 50% plus. Like we can actually take the this percentage. And worst case scenario, nothing happens, you lose like 50%, right? Which sucks, right? That's a lot of money, right? But again, the upside is if you were to compare this to like Tesla, and just imagine right now, see Tesla's taking a huge beating too. Like, look at this, it's just falling out of the sky right now. And I mean, if you were to just compare this to Tesla, like 5 years plus, if you guys want to say, hey, we're still in this area, you can say that, which I see a lot of people saying that CCIV Lucid Motors technically like we're just starting, right? However, you have to consider Tesla has produced upwards of 500,000 cars. Lucid has produced 0. So you have to think about that in terms of speed and catching up. If Tesla just dominates the market, Lucid Motors could move so slow to the point where Tesla's at the astronomical numbers and Lucid's just hovering around at micro numbers. But again, we'll have to wait and see. There are some rumors about partnerships and things, but I'm not going to get into that in this video because we don't know if those are accurate yet. But just keep that in mind. Everyone is saying that this could potentially be like an early Tesla and a slow and steady. If that's the case, then short term right now, looking at whatever CCIV is, it really doesn't matter, right? Because everyone can say, oh, it's going to go up and down. But if, let's say, for instance, it hits a super high number in the future, in like 3-5 years from now, right now what we're looking at is irrelevant to what I'm saying. So again, this is just short term. The market's correcting. Summertime's coming up. Seems like interest rates are increasing. So again, we'll have to wait and see. But at least right now, let me know what you think about CCIV. Do you think right now it's a good time to get in? Or do you think it is dead and it's not going to recover? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And also, if there's any news articles, partnerships, anything that came up recently that I didn't mention that would be important to know, make sure to link that in the comments below or just simply say it in the comment. And if you made it this far in the video and you want to get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850, then go ahead and click the first link in the description below and sign up for an account. And as long as you deposit $100 minimum or more, you'll be able to receive 2 free stocks valued up to potentially $1,850. And aside from that, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one.